Yo, how y'all coming, man? Y'all rocking with Lil Eazzyy. Come walk a mile with me with For Show Mag, man. Let's do it.
I started rapping probably around my sophomore year, junior year of high school. Um, I don't know, a lot of stuff made me start rapping. I just fuck with music. I fuck with the rap game. I've been listening to rap since I was like 10, 11 years old. My people's telling me stop listening to that shit. Like, I've been listening to rap for a minute, so I've used to just write little raps in my notes when I was a shorty off like iPhone 4 or whatever when I was able to write in my notes. Just writing music and shit. Then when I went to HF, um, I really just met people that made music too. And I met one of my good friends who an engineer who made On the Come Up. I met him and just started locking in at his crib. We was doing sessions at his crib and shit. And then just as I got more comfortable with making music, I'm like, yeah, I fuck with this shit. Because I was able to really just express how I was feeling. I really used music as an outlet when I was a shorty. Well, shit, even still now. But yeah, I've been using music as an outlet ever since I started. So that's really why I fucked with it. But also just going to school and seeing how many different creatives came out of there. Like, it's not really a lot of big names now, but I mean, besides Juice World, I think Rocky Fresh, but besides them, just like everybody I went to school with they doing content, they doing all type of shit. Everybody when I was going there, everybody just did everything. Everybody had their own lane of shit that they was going in. So I'm like, fuck it, why not try music? They had a music class, and I ended up taking music my senior year. Met a whole bunch of people that made beats, met some people that did videography, all type of shit. So I was really around a lot of different creative people. So I just kind of just chose that as my lane because I fucked with the process and I fucked with just everything about it. Shit, I listen to music every day. My parents big on music. I grew up in a real big music household. My uncle did music. Like, music just been around me my whole life. So it was kind of just, I guess, meant to be at that point.
I bet, man. Shit, this is where I went to school at Homewood Flossmoor. Big ass school, bro. It's South building right here, North building all the way down there. We got two buildings, big ass campus, long ass walk from class to class. Shit was decent though, bro. I was a decent student, AB student, you know. School was pretty easy for me. It wasn't really too hard, but a lot of shit went on at this school. I fuck with this school heavy, bro. This shit was, it was a ball. This shit was fun. Whole lot of shit to do, whole lot of classes to take, electives to take, whatever you was trying to be in life. They had a class for it. It was decent, but it had, you know, it's good amount of like suburb and decent, but it was ghetto at the same time. Like right here, I done probably fought motherfuckers right here probably about 2-3 times. There's always a fight in this bitch. Probably, I ain't gonna say always, probably like every other week, every other month, whatever you want to call it. But it was just fun, bro. This school was fun as fuck. Walking through the halls, motherfuckers smoking in the bathroom, whatever you want to call it, bro. School was decent though. I took music class here, met a lot of good people here. Juice World went here. Juice World used to be in the fucking lunchrooms, freestyling by the lockers, freestyling, people recording them and shit, going through the halls, listening to a SoundCloud and shit. We just won state last year. Shout out HF. This decent school though, bro. A good school. I recommend it for anybody, you know, out here in these suburbs that want to go to a good school, bro. Decent school. A lot of shit to offer. Ice skating rink down there. Pool over there. 2 football fields. Big ass soccer field. Baseball field over there. Fucking theater right here. Bitch big as fuck, bro. Good ass school though, bro. I fuck with it. Met a lot of my good homies here, bro. It's a big ass school. I done went through homies, had homies that I done fell out with, gained new homies. It's just a bunch of opportunity here, bro. A bunch of different people to meet. A lot of good people, a lot of good staffing. Yeah, bro. Pretty diverse school. I think the last craziest thing that I remember was my homie. He had got expelled, but it was his senior year, and they was walking out from here. I guess some nigga was talking crazy. Mind you, my homie fat as fuck, bro. My homie like 350 pounds, big as fuck. I'm talking about fats, folks. This dumbass nigga, bro, he fighting some fucking goofy. It was a fucking goofy, a fucking lame, talking crazy. Bro, he knocked him out right here, bro, got expelled. I just remember running with him to the car because our homies was right here. We was trying to jump in the car before anybody seen us. He ended up getting expelled and shit. But it's crazy because right after that, so the dude that he knocked out or whatever. I guess his homies was into it with my homies. So we end up going down the street. They end up getting in a shootout. We end up going all the way to Riverdale, running from the police. The shit was crazy, bro. We done been through a lot of shit at this bitch, folks. I'm trying to think of some more crazy shit that happened in this bitch. People getting fucked behind the gym room, getting fucked behind the curtains. A lot of ratchet shit that went on at this bitch. Like, don't let the suburbs fool you, bro. A lot of motherfuckers from the city come out here and still get they ratchet on, still get they dumb ass, goofy ass, cluck ass activities on at this bitch. This bitch was decent though. That's why I say it was a lot of fun, bro. You get the best of both worlds. You get, some cool niggas, some lame niggas. But I don't know. You can meet anybody you want to meet at this bitch. It's a lot of opportunity, a lot of good people in this bitch. So this shit was cool, man. Good ass school to go to, for sure. My household pretty much was just my immediate family, bro. My mom, my pops, my sister, and my niece. Other than that, I don't really got no family. Like, I don't really got a lot of cousins. I got a couple cousins on my pop's side. They all older, 40s, 50s. So they weren't really a big part of my life, you know what I'm saying? But it was just my immediate family, growing up with my niece, taking care of my niece. When my sister was not, at the crib and shit. My niece ended up going to schools. She go here. She go to HL. And she went to a school down the street. But my sister from the city. So, my sister wanted her to go to a decent school and shit. So she moved in with us. So it's just me, my mama, and my niece for a long time. Just taking care of the crib, bro. Do what I need to do around the crib. But my household was decent, bro. I can't complain. Like, my mama a hustler, bro. She hustled for everything that she got. When we moved in our crib, bro, there wasn't no furniture in that bitch. We ain't have shit. Bare shit. I remember we slept on our bed. We ain't had no TV, no nothing. And now she done got that bitch remodeled. Fucking glass, a mirror wall in that bitch, the bar, all type of shit. So my mama a big inspiration, bro. Like, I just seen her hustle from not having shit. My mama then went bankrupt a whole bunch of times, and she done came out on top every time, bro. I just seen my mama really do some shit. So just seeing my mama, hustle and do what she had to do. I tried to come to school and do what I had to do at the same time and make sure, I turned myself into something so I could, give back to my OG. But not only just my OG, my pops too. Like, my OG moved out of my pops' crib, like I said, when I was around like 11, 12. But I always went back to my pops' crib. My pops always in my life, came to every game I had. Still a big part of my life. Like, that's my dog. So it's for the both of them. I do everything I do for the both of them. But my household was cool. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, they asked me to co-parent in the ward. Like, I ain't gonna lie, my people did a good job on co-parenting, and I'll let them be the example for a lot of co-parents out here that's struggling and shit. Like, if I could get them the blueprint, I'd get them how my mom and my pops went about shit. Um, that ain't to say, like, I'm a kid. I still was out here doing whatever the fuck I wanted to do, as kids do. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to my parents. They did what they were supposed to do, raise a real ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she was cool, bro. Everything about my childhood was thorough. I can't complain, no complaints.
My style of music definitely vary depending on how I feel and what I'm going through at the moment. So like when I first started doing music, it was just kind of the thrill of just the process in general and just being able to express what I was going through at that moment. Like in that moment or around that time, I was really just outside. I was doing a lot of just miscellaneous shit, kicking with my peoples, being outside, smoking, getting high, getting fried, being in the street, shit. I was selling drugs to make money to do music and shit like that. So just all of that shit in one, just putting that shit all into my music. But like I said, I grew up listening to rap since I was like 10. So shit, it kind of just came, bro, because like I said, I rap about what I'm doing in the moment, or I'm rapping about shit that I'm going through or went through, or shit, things that I'm reminiscing on, or shit that I didn't seen in real life. So it's really just kind of like me painting a picture of my life through my music. And then like certain songs just be different chapters of my life, if that makes sense. So, I mean, if I done went through like a heartbreak or I went through shit, anything with relationships or something like that, I might go in the studio and try and make some R&B related or shit. Like I said, I grew up listening to music my whole life. My parents, they don't listen to rap, they listen to R&B, they listen to old school type shit. So I don't never try and categorize myself into one category of just stay in one sub genre. Like if I can branch out and do as many different sounds as I can, and I am. And then like going to school with people like Juice World who expanded doing drill and melodic and just mashed into one. It was kind of like, oh, okay, so I could really put my own spin on whatever the fuck I want to do, no matter what it is. If I'm trying to do some R&B type shit, some cool rap type shit, some drill type shit, whatever I want to do, I can make that shit my own. So that was kind of just what I was big on, trying to vent or put what I want to put into my music and then making it my own at the same time. So when I'm in the studio, I ain't never like looking for one certain type of beat or looking for just one certain type of sound. Like I'm really in there just getting a feel for the music, getting a feel for how I feel, and then just laying that shit down.
All right, shit. It's the Ohan Mart, bro. Right off, what's this? 90th and Stony. Shit, I've been coming to this bitch my whole life, bro. Since I was probably like 4, 5 years old. My pops brought me up here. I just seen them change owners probably about 6, 7 times, folks. I was a kid. I used to come in here. They used to greet me every time I came in here, bro. Just off of the strength of my pops, but I mean, this really the only like real corner store over here besides the one all the way down there on like 93rd or any of the gas stations. But shit, this the only real corner store over here. So everybody come over here, like older motherfuckers, younger motherfuckers, like whoever you see, you know. Everybody come in. But I used to walk up here, bro. Shit, when I was a shorty, just come up here, get snacks and shit, chips and shit, all the cookies and shit, everything I wanted, shit. Walk up here with my homies and shit. I done seen a lot of shit at this bitch. I done seen motherfuckers fight at this bitch. Motherfuckers get upped on, all type of shit. It's the hood corner store, bro. Or at least this is my hood corner store. But I love this motherfucker. I've been coming here since I was a shorty, bro.
We don't have all that food up there.
All right,
We don't have it. Best place to go is across the street because the kitchen really now.
I already know.
Right there where you is, next to the store where you is, right.
Fucking goof. He don't even work here.
Alright.
No.
He talking some random shit. Yeah, we ain't understand what the fuck is going on. Come on, let's go ahead, man. Tweak with his ass.
Well, he ain't lying talking about the kitchen don't work. Nigga, you not even back there. Fucking goof. But they don't got shit. Nah, they should be. Yeah, man, it's a stove, man. This a go-to every time. I've been coming to this stove probably since I was like 5, bro. I done seen them switch owners probably about 6 times, bro. But this is my shit, bro. I come to this bitch for everything. Woods, whatever the fuck you need, got it. One-stop shop. I done seen a lot of shit in this bitch, though. Seen nigga get his ass beat, seen nigga get gunned down. It be smooth, though. Yeah, man, this the go-to every time. Little Cliff food, hot fries. That's about it, so. Really just come here and get my woods. My boy.
What's going on, bro?
How you feeling?
Hello, how you doing, miss? All good, man.
All right, bet.
Lil Eazzyy?
My boy.
Oh, shit!
Bro, I've been coming here all this time, bro.
Oh, my damn. He's all over Spotify, man.
Yeah.
That's love,
He's
my
like the
boy.
number 17 streamed artist in Chicago.
Lil Eazzyy.
Yeah, see?
My dog.
That's us.
Hey, that's love, my boy.
But he grew up coming to this store, so this is a For Short magazine.
Oh, yeah.
They're based out of Detroit. And
Can I take a picture with you, bro?
Hell yeah.
679.
Oh, now. That's love. We on the southeast side of Chicago, right off Stony. Shit, this is where I grew up my whole life. I went to elementary school down the street. Shit, all my people stayed here. All my family stayed here for, you know, a little point in time, and then shit, I moved around and shit probably about, I ain't gonna say I moved around because I always lived here, but my OG moved to the suburbs and shit, so I just kind of been bouncing back and forth my whole life. Shit, I've been really all around Chicago. So really over here, I was real young when I stayed over here, so I can't really say, you know, I really did too much of anything outside wise, but over here, shit, I went to school, tried to play sports. I played basketball all up and down these sidewalks and shit, in the alleys, every day, shit. But I done seen a lot of crazy shit out here, like, you know, from junkies to crash outs, motherfuckers walking through the alleys, guns and shit. Like, I wasn't introduced to that shit by nobody else, so it's kind of like just being outside around the block just playing sports, just being me shit. I done seen a lot of shit. But I don't know. This area really just made me who I was. Like, I got friends all up and down these blocks, really across the street and shit too. Like, been playing basketball with everybody over here and shit. But walking all through here, walking to the liquor store, to the corner store, shit. Walking all down Stony getting food and shit. Like, I don't know. This just been my area since I was a shorty. But ain't really too much of shit go on over there because I was a shorty shit. I probably moved out when I was probably like 12, 13 type shit. Then I moved to the burbs, went to, I had like a year or two. Nah, I took my whole junior high out there and then went to high school out there. So yeah, that's probably like 11 type shit. But shit, it's crazy because I was outside more in the burbs, obviously, because, you know, I'm older and shit. So I'm really just, like I said, outside being me, shit, hooping, kicking it with, you know, who I'm kicking it with and shit like that. But as I got older, I got in high school, I just started moving around a lot. I end up in Riverdale a lot, just around my homies and shit. And I ain't gonna lie, like the Birds was cool too. You know, I tried to follow up in sports a lot out in the Birds when I went to school and shit. Just tried to stay to myself, but sports weren't really working for me. Shit, I felt like I was decent, but you know, motherfuckers were just really wasn't putting that much effort into it as I started getting older, because I just started getting interested in different shit. So I just started doing music and shit like that. But just being around the people I was kicking it with, I end up just moving around shit, being in Riverdale, all up and through Riverdale, walking through there with my peoples and shit. Then seen a lot of shit out there. Then been through just a lot of crazy shit, bro. Shootouts, whatever. Biggest accomplishment definitely getting a platinum record, bro. On the come up. Shit, that just being my first real single that I didn't put money in, put time in. Shit, put the effort in. Had management just taking care of a lot of shit. Like, I had a lot of help with that record. So just the amount of effort that I put into that record and what paid off, that definitely was my biggest accomplishment. Like, it was a crazy moment getting my plaque brought out to me on stage performing in my city. That shit was kind of crazy, bro. I got my gold plaque like that. And then a year later it went platinum. So that was probably my biggest accomplishment for sure. That shit was crazy. And then having a feature on it with one of my favorite artists, like G Herbo, that shit was crazy, bro. Just the whole process of that record in general and its longevity, like it's still getting millions of views a month, millions of views a year, like it's crazy, bro. So that's still one of my ongoing biggest accomplishments for sure. On the come up, that shit started as like a freestyle. It started as my manager just putting it in my ear that we need to start doing content or just start putting different pieces of music out that's not music videos or just songs out on SoundCloud or whatever. So I just did a freestyle, not really thinking nothing of it. But that shit was crazy, the fact that it blew up so quick. We had put a decent amount of money in the marketing it, and then it just caught traction on Instagram, all socials, period. People started making reels, TikToks. It ended up at Fortnite, all type of shit. So just the process in general was crazy. And then just to get labels hitting my email just off of the strength of one song going viral was just like a surreal moment, getting brought out to LA, meeting a whole bunch of different A&Rs, a whole bunch of different people at 18 years old, just graduating. Like the moment just felt unreal. So shit. And then, yeah, like when we got Herb on it, that was definitely my first pick as of who I wanted on my record, just off the strength of, that's my all-time favorite rapper. Like, I've been listening to him since I was like 14, 13 years old. Like, I'm reciting his shit back to back when I was a shorty. So just like, that was a no-brainer. I'm like, shit, Herb a slide on this bitch is a drill type record, drill type beat. So I'm like, yeah, bro, he'll slide on it. So just getting to LA, doing the music video out there with him, having a fucking 12-hour production. This shit was crazy, bro. It was an unreal moment, especially to do that shit in LA. I ain't never been out of the state of Illinois, out of the city of Chicago until that song blew up. So the whole moment itself was just unreal. My views on the industry before I got signed was probably just, I thought it was like
I thought it was just chicken, bro. I thought everybody was cool, everybody get along, you know, everybody done finally made it to where they wanted to be. So I'm thinking, you know, vibes always cool, everybody always cool, but people still people. Not to say that the industry fucked up or nothing like that. Like, it's a lot of genuine people in the industry right now. I've made a lot of genuine connections in the industry for sure, meeting a whole bunch of different people, flying to a whole bunch of different states and meeting people and shit, but I don't know, the industry is what you make of it at the same time. Like, if you a genuine person and you just all about your craft and making shit work and getting to the best possible place you can be and using your connections as you use them, then the industry is cool. But I mean, if you take shit personal, you're gonna get your feelings hurt and you're gonna get humbled quickly. But it's cool though. Everything about the industry smooth, bro. Some advice that I probably give my younger self before I got signed was to just probably take everything step by step and don't get too blindsided by the glitz and the glamour. Just make sure you stay locked in on what you need to be locked in on. Make as many connections as you could possibly make. And yeah, just keep rolling with the punches, bro. Keep putting in the grind. Don't think that you too big to do anything or too big to should do anything, bro. Don't take nothing for granted. I think that's probably the only thing that I tell my younger self. I think the music that get put out into the world, from whether you're from Chicago or whatever, I don't think it really makes a big difference on the violence in your city or the violence in my city. I feel like violence is just gonna happen off people being people. Don't get me wrong though, like, it definitely don't help. None of the like super drill records or just dissing motherfuckers just to diss motherfuckers. None of that shit helps the cause, but at the same time, I don't think it makes too big of an impact on if the city gonna stay safer or the city gonna not be as violent as it once was. I don't think it's really no change in that. I feel like people just gonna be people at the end of the day. But I feel like good music, or like, I don't want to say good music, but motivational music, or people that make music not about just violence and not about just, like, if you try to broaden your horizon of music and just make music of being human and what people go through on an everyday basis, I feel like you will help a lot of people get through what they need to get through or get through the tough times that they're going through. Everybody go through relatively the same shit, or somebody's going through what you've went through before. You're not the only person that went through something. So I feel like being able to vent and put your experiences and views into your music, I feel like goes a long way. And not only creating a fan base, but yeah, just getting people to relate and getting people to gravitate towards your music. But at the same time, I don't think there's nothing wrong with drill records. I feel like, you know, drill is drill. I feel like if you in that shit or you live in that shit and that's what you venting about, or that's what you need to get off your chest, or that's what you just like making music about, that's all cool. Because like I said, there's people out here going through the exact same shit as people out here in the exact same shit, living the exact same shit. So it's like, that's why I feel like music is just so big, all in all, because everybody is going through something that you put into your music, no matter what. No matter if you faking this shit, no matter if you in this shit for real, somebody's going through whatever the fuck you didn't put in your music. So I feel like music just got a big hold on everybody. Everybody loves music. That's what you go to music for, to just, I don't know, at least that's for me. Get your thoughts out, or just listen to, you know, your experiences through other people making the music. I done had a couple jobs before. Well, I had probably about 2 jobs. I ain't gonna say a couple. I probably had 2 jobs before I started rapping. I worked at UPS for a week and I quit. And I worked at Walgreens for a day and I quit. Only because I'm a firm believer on doing what you want to do in life and not, I don't know, I don't like putting my eggs in a different baskets. I like putting my eggs in the one basket and striving to do whatever I put my eggs in, because that's what I want to do. So music was always what I wanted to do. Music was, I don't know, like I said, an outlet for me, bro. So I put all my eggs into that basket. I made sure that I put everything I could into it. So I didn't want to work any other jobs or nothing like that. But if I wasn't rapping, if I had to pick a profession, I'd probably be like a coach for kids, or like a sports coach. I love sports. I always love sports, and I love instilling knowledge on people if I got the knowledge to instill. So that'd probably be what I'd be doing if I wasn't rapping.
For Show Magazine. Exclusive. Exclusive. Exclusive.